never came easily to me. And this is no recent issue, but one that dates back to the day I was born. When I was a child, my father was responsible for the daunting task of putting me to sleep. In fact, I deserve full credit for the storytelling abilities he honed in the process. I remember this one story in particular about a spider he observed one day in our balcony, attempting to make a web. Despite being knocked down countless times, persevered and came out successful. My father, drawing inspiration from something as small as a spider, made this story special, and it stayed with me. Good evening, everyone. I'm Trisha Biju Mathews. When I sat down to pen my thoughts on resilience, I wondered, what precisely is resilience? Is it perseverance? Is it relentlessness? Is it grit? Google defines resilience as the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. So if perseverance is about not giving up, resilience is about bouncing back amid adversity. So it is about your capacity, it is about your quick action, and most importantly, it is about overcoming a difficult situation when you've been knocked down. Now that we know what resilience is, why is it so important? If I were to ask, what are the key factors of success? One may say attitude, focus, commitment, hard work, etc. They are all key attributes of success, but none more important than resilience, because life is definitely going to throw us a curveball at some point or another. And if you look into the story of great leaders or role models, or any successful individual for that matter, you'll find they have one trait in common: resilience. They've all been knocked down countless times, but it is for how they bounce back we remember them. We all undergo hardship. We all go through our lows, but whether we let it weigh us down or whether we choose to overcome it draws the line between success and failure. There is a story of resilience in me standing before you today. A couple years ago, my parents enrolled me in a public speaking summer program. And much like the zillion other classes I've been signed up for, this too was not a decision of mine. You see, they just see it all in me: the artist, the dancer, the orator, and whatnot. I was conned into signing up. After being assured I wouldn't have to get on stage and say a word, just watch and learn from the best. I returned home on the first day of the workshop, enraged. 14 speeches I was expected to deliver before an audience, all in the span of 10 days. I couldn't even imagine surviving through one. After a last battle of words with my parents, I put together a speech. But the thought of standing before all of those people awakened an anxiety. Was I going to be okay? Was I going to forget my lines? Was I going to embarrass myself? The thoughts just paralyzed me. I could barely breathe on my drive to the workshop. In fact, I distinctly remember pleading with my parents to turn the car around and take me home. And they almost did. But I realized I would never forgive myself for not trying and giving up without a fight. Long story short, I hit my highs and I hit my lows, but I learned more than just the art of public speaking. I learned the lesson of being resilient. Not long ago, while researching for an assignment, I happened to come across the story of Robert the Bruce, and surprise, surprise, he met the same spider as my father, just this time somewhere in the caves of Scotland. I can now be assured I have a story to tell my children, a story of resilience. I'll be true this time. Thank you.